What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're actually going to be installing the stud conversion kit from Motorsport Hardware. Shout out to Motorsport Hardware for sending this kit out. We're also going to be doing a couple other things while the wheels are off. I'll tell you guys about that in a little bit. But if this is your first time watching, my name is Viet, otherwise known as F80 Ho. If this is your first time watching, I invite you to subscribe for future car content, BMW content. We've been ramping up the videos on this channel. Welcome if you're new, and what's up to all the homies that have been subscribers for a while. Alright, so we're going to be doing a couple things in this video, but let me show you guys what Motorsport Hardware sent out. I got their 78mm stud conversion kit with some stud locks as well. And then I opted for the 14 by 1.25 thread on both sides. So for those of you guys that don't know, this side goes into the hub. We're gonna put on some blue Loctite, which is like thread locker. But the blue one is removable. The red one is kind of what the dealership uses, and that is a pain to get off because it's just like super glue basically. But yeah, we're gonna put some blue thread locker a little bit on this side, spin it into the hub, torque it down to spec, which I think is like 20 foot-pounds of torque. I'll have to double check. And then I opted for the Titan race nuts cold forged steel in a gunmetal, which you guys can see here. That is a beautiful sight. Let me show you guys what they look like. They have normal ones that are just like, I think just like the ball right here, and then it cuts off, but these look beautiful. You guys can see, this is what it looks like. And then it'll be screwed on just like that. And then you guys know you have to protect these HREs. So I had them send out the lock kit for them. Gotta stay protected, especially with these newly refinished wheels. Gotta have some locks on your expensive wheels, guys. The last thing you want is to wake up and your car be on cinder block somewhere. So gotta prevent all that. But again, shout out to Motorsport Hardware for sending this out. I have been sleeping on the stud conversion kit for a long time, but with these newly refinished HREs, I definitely wanted to add a little spice to them, and this stud conversion kit is exactly what I needed. Plus, with me working on my car pretty often, taking the wheels off pretty often, a stud conversion kit is just going to make my life so much easier, especially when I'm putting the wheel back on. It's just so much easier when you take your wheel off and put it back on. You don't have to like hold it there, push in while you're torquing down the bolts. It's just gonna sit there, and then you won't be hurting your back when you're putting on your wheel. I was gonna do the ceramic coating video next, but I actually want to take my time, get these wheels cleaned, you know, use iron remover, brake buster on them, get them dialed in, get them extra clean and prep for the ceramic coat. So I'm probably gonna do that next week when I have more time to let them cure as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. That's gonna be coming up. So the game plan is I'm gonna pull the F80 out, and I think I'm going to do one wheel at a time. I'm going to not do the stud conversion kit right away. I'm actually going to be cleaning my brake hats right here. As you guys can see, they are a little rusted and crusted. So they definitely need some TLC, need some love, because as you guys can see, my refinished HREs are just shining, are popping, they are in your face. But then you are distracted by these ugly rusted brake hats because they just pop out. And the last thing you want, especially at like a car show or something, is for someone to compliment your wheels and then they look at your brake hats and they're just like, wow, that just throws it all off. You know what I mean? I got a lot of love on my HRE wheel refinish video. So thanks to everybody who commented and gave me some positive feedback. I freaking love them. The more I looked at them like this past week, the more I literally fell in love with them. Polished lip, and then that clear finish. Again, it just reminds me of like liquid silver, like just something that's just like out of a movie, like Terminator. So we are also going to be using my pressure washer, which I still have not made a video on because my Icon headlight in my driver's side is still leaking. So I haven't been able to like wash my car fully with the foam cannon and stuff, as well as my pressure washer, my brand new pressure washer, which I love. The foam cannon is amazing, super fun. I can't wait for like weekly washes. But so we are going to be fixing that, probably replacing it in the next coming week. So stay tuned for that video. We got so much things planned. I'm opting to just replace the headlight because it's just easier for me. There's so many like minor things wrong with this headlight that I'm just going to put it on eBay, sell it for some cost, and then replace it next week with the new headlight. Shout out to Benny, my boy Shame M3, for hooking that up. Once the new headlight is in, I will be able to do weekly washes again, and then I'll show you guys my new setup with the pressure washer and the starter kit foam cannon. I think it does an amazing job, but I can't wait to show you guys that. But we are going to be using the pressure washer today to clean the brake pads off. But I think using the pressure washer combined with the wheel cleaning products and maybe some steel woolly, I think we'll get these brake pads looking brand new or pretty close. It is another beautiful day here in Florida. Again, I am sorry for any of you snowbirds or people up north. This is what we get in Florida year round, basically, even in December and January. But yeah, let's move out the F80, give you guys a little cold start. Alright, so we got the car jacked up, we took the driver's side wheel off, and then we have our cleaning products ready to go for the brake hats. Got my pressure washer ready to go, and then we're gonna clean off this rust right here. As you guys can see, definitely needs some TLC. That just looks super bad, but we're gonna try to use a wire brush, and then we're gonna spray some cleaner around these brake hats and just try to pressure wash and scrub everything off. I'm also going to crank down my KW hats kit. I'm going to try to max it out because we are putting on a new lip very soon, and it doesn't stoop as low. But give you guys a hint, we are putting on a new lip soon, so stay tuned for that. First, we're going to be using this Sonex wheel cleaner, super strong. And then while it's like caked on there, I'm going to be scrubbing it with a steel woolly as well. This is a zero fine steel woolly, by the way, nothing too rough. This is actually what Jonathan and Kyler and I used to clean my HREs initially. This should make these brakes look a lot better than before. Super easy to do, especially when the wheel's off. But yeah, I will show you guys what it looks like when we spray it down. Already, without even spraying it down, you guys can probably see yourself, it looks way cleaner. But check it out, that is such a night and day difference. Holy shit. Alright, don't mind the rust on the rotor, that's because it's drying up. But I did let the brake sit for a couple minutes, let it dry up. Because when we're threading on the stud conversion or the studs themselves, you want it to be a dry prep surface, especially with the thread locker. So all you're going to want to do for these studs is you're going to take the shorter side right here. It has less threads on the left, and you're going to take your Loctite, aka your blue thread locker, give it a nice shake, and it's like a liquid, so it's going to come out pretty quick. So you're just going to put like a drop just like so, and then you're going to want to hand thread it onto the actual hub itself, just so it's hand tight and snug. And then we're going to take our torque wrench and we're going to torque this down to 25 foot-pounds of torque. Now that we got the studs on, all torqued down, I mean, all that's left is to put on the wheel. The reason why people do this, especially like people that track their cars a lot, you can let the spacer and the wheel sit on these studs. You don't have to hold it up, you don't have to push against it without it falling off. These do also support spacers. I think it's up to like 20mm spacers. I'm running a 10mm up front, so I should be good. So you put the spacer on, and then you can put the wheel on, and then it just sits there. You don't have to hold anything up, break your back. Super convenient. All right, we just put the wheel back on, and as you guys can see, that looks sick. You want to go in a star pattern, of course. And last, you have the one with the lock on it, and there you have it. Stud conversion completed. Of course, you want to torque down the studs to about 103 to 105 foot-pounds of torque. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. That looks sick. I think the 78mm stud, the length is perfect. All right, car is back on the ground now. Give you guys a better look. Yo, that looks so sick. Everything's torqued down to spec. Don't mind the rust, I just have to go for a drive and get that off. Let me know what you guys think. Super easy DIY, and then it just looks so much cooler, so much better than like the receding studs, as you guys can see here. And then now that they're gunmetal, I think it kind of goes with the wheel more than the black one, so super happy with this outcome. It is now the afternoon and we are done with all 4 of the wheels. Give you guys another look. Yes sir, let's go. Looks so good. Sprayed off the wheels as well. Let me know what you guys think. Is gunmetal the move? I think so. And as you guys can see, the mission of the day, we got those brake pads cleaned off. Now when you look at the wheel, it's not an eyesore. Doesn't stand out. The brake pads make such a huge difference. Again, don't mind the rotors. I just gotta go drive and brake one time. But yo, check it out. The wheels just pop and the stud conversion just adds to it. So hype about them. Shout out to Motorsport Hardware for sending these out. That is effectively going to wrap up this week's video. I lowered the front a little more. I don't know if you guys can tell. It was like a couple millimeters. It wasn't even like a 1/4 inch or anything, but we will be putting on the new lip soon, so stay tuned for that. Car looks so menacing, yo. Let me know what you guys think. Yo, let's go. Just more mods, getting ready for BMW Invasion. Car is looking absolutely sick. We have a lot more videos planned. I have to go clean the interior with Danny, probably next weekend. We're actually gonna be putting on the same lip in the front, so stay tuned. I also have my headlight that's coming in, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. And then we should be doing a couple other things, polishing the tips, ceramic coating the wheels. A couple more things planned to get the car dialed in before BMW Invasion. But as you guys can see, we're looking hella nice. But let me know what you guys think. I think the stud conversion looks so good, so clean. I mean, it just complements the wheel, especially the refinish, that polish lip. That face is just grown on me so much. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's video. I wanna thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the stud conversion. It's more convenience than anything. It does look cool, but it's also practical. I actually have to watch my lower back, so this is gonna help me a lot, especially when I have to take off my wheels every now and then. But yeah, I'm super happy with the turnout. I love the gunmetal finish. Let me show you guys one more time. Oh yeah. The shop also torqued down like the lug nuts too tight, so I have torqued them back down to spec. And then as you guys can see, I aligned the HRE logo as much as I could with the engraved logo in the wheel. But yeah, I am hyped. Let me know what you guys think down below. But that is gonna wrap up this week's video. A couple more weeks till BMW Invasion, so stay tuned. You're not gonna want to miss out. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Peace.